everyone! It's 11 a.m. here in the Philippines and I want to show you my view. This is the canal. It's right behind my house. And I wanted to show you it because I have an interesting story about water. That's my house right there. So, about 2 weeks ago, maybe it was 3, it's been a minute, there was just this like huge flood. So last year, apparently they had a flood that was even bigger than this year's. But this year's was bad enough that, I gotta show you. Those walls over there, which are about like, 9-10 feet high, the water was almost at the top and they were worried that the walls were gonna come down and it was gonna flood the boys' house, which is right there, and then flood all the other buildings too. So we were all piled up in this building here in the shop, and we were like watching as the floodwaters just like coursing past in rivers. And of course, there's some concern too, because it's not just water, it's poop water, because it's the sewage overflowed. And this canal was absolutely full. So you can see where it is now. It's like at the very bottom, but it was like up to the top here. It was kind of exciting. I confess that I had a lot of fun during this time, but I don't want to broadcast that too loudly because it's very, it's scary for everyone whose buildings are at risk and the children are at risk, but I was having a good time because I just have never seen a flood before. So I was like, wow, this is so cool. Anyway, we were all piled up in the shop talking about evacuating. And I was like, all right. I'm having fun right now, but we should pray. Don't want the walls to come down. That would be really bad. So, gather everyone up, the kids and everything. We just laid a quick prayer, probably like 1 minute at most. And in the next half an hour, the rain stops, floodwaters go down, the walls are still intact. The boys' house did get flooded, so they had a sleepover, but in the shop. But other than that, everything is fine. I mean, no damage, nothing crazy. Praise the Lord. Right? Power of prayer. But that was just cool. I had never seen a flood before, and now I have. So last year, now I'm gonna tell this story because it's not my story, but it's cool. Last year they had a similar flood, and it did take down the walls, and so there's like tons of flood water because there's a river back there and it overflowed. And they were in like chest deep water here at the compound. On a mountain. We're on a mountain. It baffles me. And there are snakes. There are snakes in the water because there's like a bunch of snakes here, and most of them are venomous. And there was like this huge snake, and it was coming after the girls in the water. And the leader here, Papa T, he couldn't get to them in time. But then the girls saw this like huge man who like grabbed the snake and like threw him away. And he was like huge. And then he disappeared. He was an angel that saved their lives. It's so cool. I am telling you guys, the Lord has marked these kids. Like, they belong to him. He's like pursuing them so hard. I'm so thankful to witness like just his love for them. It's so continuous, and like they are so important to him. These kids are so important to the Lord, and it's just precious. But yeah, that's my story for this week. Keep praying the Lord answers your prayers. Bye.